This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, 6:53. Let's get you ready with the news of the day here in the morning sprint. Donald Trump expected to surrender at the Fulton County Jail in Georgia. Sydney Charles has the details. It'll be hot with some dry conditions today. Allison Martinez has your forecast just ahead. But first, let's get to Marissa Rios. She is live in Medical Lake with the very latest on the Gray Fire.
The Gray Fire is now 58% contained, over 10,000 acres burned. Last night, many in the Medical Lake community raised concern over the warmer days ahead. A fire information officer for the Gray Fire says higher temperatures are a concern, but firefighters are working on getting all the hot spots out that they notice. Reporting in Medical Lake, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Spokane County Sheriff John Knowles says they've made 2 arrests so far for suspected looting in neighborhoods affected by the Gray Fire. He asked people at a community meeting in Medical Lake to call the sheriff's office if you notice something is missing. Sheriff Knowles also asking for anyone still looking for a neighbor or loved one to call Crime Check and report them as a missing person. He did say every reported missing person in Medical Lake so far has been accounted for. Now, Silver Lake is a community mostly known for boating and swimming, but now it's surrounded by ash and destruction. Some homeowners returned to see the destruction the Gray Fire left behind. Our team spoke with Mike Tereski, who saw how quickly the flames got out of control. You can read more details about what he told us and stories from other homeowners on our website, KXLY.com. Now, the Oregon Road Fire continues to burn near Elk, now estimated at just over 11,000 acres. But while some evacuation levels have been downgraded, containment is still at just 4%. The area west of the Newport Highway, shaded in yellow on your screen here, is now at a level 2 evacuation order, meaning get set to leave. And still a larger portion in red on your screen remains under level 3 evacuation orders. At least 80 structures have been destroyed by this fire. Anyone with questions about the Oregon Road Fire who wants to speak with officials are invited to the community meetings at Riverside High School. Those are happening every day at 10 a.m. Avista is also asking people to call them if you notice damaged trees that could fall onto power lines. Avista reps say their tree crews will be in Medical Lake for about the next 4 weeks. The number to call is on your screen right now. It's 1-800-227-9187. And for a more detailed look at the resources discussed at that community meeting, you can look for the story on KXLY.com.
We do have a very hot weekend to get ahead with temperatures higher than our average. On Saturday, we're going to have a high of 89 degrees, and on Sunday, we'll have a high of 93. Like I said, this is above our average, and for our lows, we're going to be in the late 50s. Now, with this hot weather ahead, it is best to be as prepared as you can, stay hydrated, check on your elders, and limit any strenuous outdoor activities.
All right, breaking new details in a story we've been following. A missing Idaho mother and child have been located in Costa Rica. According to Sandpoint Police, that mother, Laurel Hanna, was taken into custody, and her 1-year-old son is with his custodial guardian. The child was originally reported missing nearly 2 weeks ago, back on August the 12th. The man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students has waived his right to a speedy trial, delaying the trial originally scheduled for October. Brian Koberger is accused of killing Kaylee Gonzalez, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin in an off-campus home last November. In the status hearing, the state accepted Koberger's request, saying while they would prefer to resolve this case sooner rather than later, they want both parties to be prepared. Ann Taylor, Koberger's lawyer, said she had time to consult with her client, and they came to the decision saying their case would not be ready by October. The judge said he was not expecting this, but then agreed this was the best decision. The state also had no objections.
Former President Donald Trump is expected to surrender to authorities today in Georgia in the election interference case. Many of Trump's co-defendants have already reported to the Fulton County Jail to be arrested and booked, including his former lawyer, Rudy Giuliani. Trump and his 18 co-defendants now face a Friday deadline to surrender on charges of racketeering and conspiracy in an alleged effort to overturn Trump's 2020 Georgia election defeat. The latest on the election interference case is coming up next on Good Morning America.
In news for your health, a new variant of the coronavirus was found in a U.S. wastewater sample, according to the CDC. 9 sequences of this highly mutated virus have been reported around the world so far, mostly from patients with mild symptoms. The CDC does not have a broad policy for adopting masks, but masking can help protect against the recent uptick of COVID-19 hospitalizations. And coming up next on Good Morning America, breaking news overnight, the mass shooting at a bar in California. ABC is live with the latest information. We'll have a final check of weather next.